8:22 is the time, and time to say good morning to Gary. Hi, Gary.
Hey, morning, Darya.
So, have you been watching any of the tennis? People are loving it. The people who like tennis.
A little bit last night. I saw Radnich on his way to defeat, and then the funny part, some of these matches don't last or don't end until the wee hours of the morning. But Radnich got beat, right? Yeah, and he had the bad shoulder for 5 sets. He played with a bad shoulder, and then Nadal had the bum knee that knocked him out. Yeah. You know, you're hipper than me. It lasted 5 sets?
No, he went 5 sets with a bum shoulder.
Right, but that's what I'm saying, though, that we went to the 5th and deciding deal.
Yeah, and I just can't believe, I mean, you know how fast the ball goes and how they swing, and that is just killer.
Yeah, and of course, here's the question. You don't know how bad his shoulder was.
I don't know. I don't know.
Right now, my knee kind of hurts, but I'm going to go through this broadcast. So.
Yeah, okay.
You know what I'm saying? You could make a point. This guy could barely walk, or just I got a little tweak this morning when I got up.
You know, what I find is ever since you bled on air, you have no heart for injuries.
Well, again, when that's people don't remember that was almost frightening, though, Darya, that you've been doing this a while, and you put in the time and you're running around all day.
Right.
And yet it took bleeding on the air for me to get some attention.
And but the show went on is the point, and these wimps had to leave.
That's exactly right.
No, I got you.
I said 3-2 and 2-1, even though I was bleeding. That's the man.
Right. Woo, that was good. So, all right, and we want to give our props to Derek Jeter.
What'd you say, those wimps?
Yes, they're wimps. Hey, why does everyone love this man? So he's on Sports Illustrated because he's the Sports Illustrated Sportsman of the Year. Yeah. And more interesting than that, I went and I'm looking on the web, and they've got the many girlfriends of Derek Jeter, and apparently he's got quite the gaggle in his past. Of course, now he's going to get married.
Yeah, he's gone through them all, and I think he's just smarter than the other guys, and by that I mean he always kept his stuff private, and so we don't know if he's got 3 women dancing on the ceiling every night or not, because he never flaunted it. You never saw him walking into a game with women, with different things. Now, I guess, there's Minka Kelly. She's an actress. Right,
but that's what surprises me is you say that. When I was looking at the highlights, it was like a Victoria's Secret model, Jessica Biel, Mariah Carey. I mean, these are big-profile girls, but he came out shining.
The one that Nick Lachey is with, too, now. Manillo?
Vanessa Manillo.
Yeah. The Nick Lachey won't marry.
Right.
But that was one of the Jeter's longest ones. But no, a lot of these guys, they slip or they make one mistake in the club and they get arrested for something.
Yeah.
And this guy kept everything private.
Yeah.
And, we have no idea what he's like. But we don't know anything bad either,
And so he's the first solo baseball player since '95 to be named this. Because I guess
throw in the fact, if you that old Sinatra song, but he made it in New York. And when you're playing for the Yankees and you're a star, and year after year in the same place too, not jumping around.
And that's what people say. They're like, oh, my God, this guy could do no wrong in New York. I mean, nothing would kill his approval ratings.
And in this day and age, in fact, it's funny, I was talking about this yesterday on the radio. Most athletes, they're in 2, 3 places, 4 places.
Right.
This guy's played his entire career with the Yankees. And I really think at the end of the day, people admire that. Yeah.
Well, that's good. Yeah, because it doesn't happen anymore.
Yeah, well, that just came out this week?
Yeah, that's just out now. Yep.
Yeah.
So you'll see him. It was Michael Phelps was last year's. They should do a new one with all of the sports players. They could have Timmy, Lincecum, and Phelps, and all of the the ones who have had encounters.
You've always been against marijuana. Hey, you're out here in California. Be more tolerant of people who enjoy getting high.
I'm for the children. When it comes down to it.
Yeah.
All right. Hey,
where'd you grow up?
Connecticut.
Okay, we'll see you with that upper crust of, not Greenwich, did you?
No, I didn't say New York suburbs, Connecticut. I said real Connecticut.
All right, but you know what I'm saying? Out here, Darya, I grew up in the Bay Area.
Yes.
So be more tolerant of people. If they want to get high and they don't bother you, leave them alone.
All right, listen, what did I want to end with? Oh, yeah. I know what I wanted to end with. I can't believe I resisted.
I dumped you that I kind of got mad at you, huh?
No.
I kind of told you off.
You know what? We'll share a little something later.
Go ahead. That's all I want to know. Is that you're willing to share? And hey, if people getting high, does it bother you?
Does it bother me?
Nah.
Only if I have to smell it. Any kind of smoke.
Exactly. Now, if they give it to your kids or they come in your house, that's one thing. But a guy in, cross towns getting high is watching us. Who cares?
I don't want him drive. I don't want him driving my way.
That's a good point too. All right, now you're starting to break me down. Let's stop.
All right, Brett Favre. Yeah. I didn't even want to talk about it after the game on the weekend, but now I'm like, all right, leading up to the Super Bowl, it won't die. Every website, will he retire? Won't he retire? Yeah. Well, do we have to talk about this again with Favre?
Yeah, I think so. And you know why, Darya? If he wasn't such a great player, we wouldn't be talking about it. But let's face it, he is great. Yeah,
but look what he did to us before. That's why I don't want to talk about it. I don't even believe him. So why do I need? He doesn't know.
I'll tell you a secret. I don't believe most anybody. I mean, no. You know what I mean? When athletes say, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that, many times they're saying it right after a game or, before a game, or they're saying it so they can get an endorsement. Be like me. Don't believe anybody.
Don't believe anybody. Okay.
As long as they don't bother you, let them get high, and don't believe anybody. It's a wonderful way to live.
You know, we spent all this time shaping your platform.
Yes.
For the children and everything else, and today you blow it in one fell swoop.
Hang on just a minute, young lady. How dare you paint me into an ugly corner? You're not getting me and Pat Bertucci where we don't want to be. Here's the thing. As I was saying, you got me on the driving. We don't want them driving.
Okay.
But if somebody just wants to sit in their house, close the door, and not go out and drive, and just sit there and get high, if it's not bothering you, let them do it.
Okay. All right. I'll write it down. I'm still going to handle your campaign. I'm just saying.
Now, you put me in a... No. Basically, my whole theory is you don't bother me, I won't bother you.
Okay. We'll be right back.
I'll see you, Darya.
Okay. 8:28.